Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm glad to share with you. It's an honor to be with you as we look at one of the most important and powerful parts of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, the very first chapter of Scripture. It begins with this word. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. With this short but powerful sentence, we are invited into the story of how everything began. This passage tells us where the world came from, how God brought order and beauty out of emptiness, and the creation has meaning and purpose. Every thought, Genesis 1 was written a very long time ago. Sorry, it still speaks to us today. It helps us ask big questions like who are we? Why are we here? And what does it mean to live in a world made by God, not by accident? Genesis 1 isn't just a timeline of events or a science lesson. It's a message about who God is. It's it tells us God is the creator who brings light into darkness, order into confusion, and life where there was nothing. In a world that often feels uncertain or broken, this chapter shows us that God, God in God is in control and has a good plan. Today we take a closer look at how Genesis 1 is written, what it means to the people who first heard it, and why it still matters for us today. Whether you are here with questions about faith, creation, or the Bible, I hope this time together help you think more deeply and feel more inspired. So let's begin. Just as the Bible does, with God's voice, with light, and with the wonder of creation. Let us begin. Genesis 1 open with the account of God creating the universe, everything in the heavens and on the earth. This chapter is foundational for understanding who God is, how the universe came to be, and humanity's role in creation. Let's see about God, the Creator, first. Genesis chapter 1 begins with a powerful truth. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God made everything out of nothing, unlike people who created things using material that already exists. God didn't need anything to start with. This showed that God is all powerful. When He speaks, things happen. Nothing can stop His word from beginning things to life, both things we can see and things we cannot see. God has already existed. He was never created and has no beginning or end. The meaning, He is Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. He started, He ended. Uh, he lives outside of time. He is not affected by time. The world wasn't an accident. It was made on purpose by God. God, the creator, is the source of all life. His act of creation shows wise, how wise and powerful he is. And it also shows that he wants a relationship with people. And the second things, creation with purpose and order. God created the world step by step over 6 days, showing uh, that everything was made with a clear plan and purpose. And then let's see day one. Okay. Yeah. God made light and separated it from darkness. This created day and night. Day two, God made the sky, dividing the waters above from the waters below. Day three, God gathered the waters so dry land could appear. Then he made plants and tree grew. Therefore, God made the sun, moon, and star to give light and mark time, days, nights, and seasons. Therefore, God created fish and sea animals and birds in the sky. He blessed them to bless to multiply. Day six, God created people in his own image. He gave them a special role to take care of the earth and rule over the animals. And I want to look back a little bit about lights on day one and lights on day four. What is the difference between that two? Let's see how. Light on day one, Genesis chapter 1, verses 3 to 5. We can see there, first light. God said that there be light, and light appear right away just by his command. And this light was not from the sun, moon, or star. They had not been made yet in day one, right? Uh, the light on day one came directly from God. The brightened the darkness, the dark, empty world and separated light from darkness, creating the first day and night. This marked the beginning of time as God called the light day and the darkness night. Many people believe this light was a special light from God's presence, not a natural light like the sun. Uh, Light on day four is, we can see in Genesis chapter 1, verses 14 to 19. On the fourth day, God made the sun, moon, and the stars, real lights in the sky. These light, these lights have specific jobs to separate day from night, to help track time like season, days, and years, and to shine on the earth. Unlike the day, how to say, unlike the light on day one, these are physical objects that rule over the day and night. The sun is called the greater light to rule the day, and the moon is lesser light to rule the night. God also made the star. This light is given steady nature, light, and help us keep time on earth. And let's move on. There is goodness of uh, God creation. God declare it good when God creates humans. He proclaimed it very good. We can see in Genesis chapter 1, verse 31. Now let's look about the goodness of creation. After each step of creation, God looked at what he had made and said it was good. When God created human being, he said it was very good. Genesis chapter 1, just now I mentioned verses 31, verse 31, or showing that his work was complete and full of goodness. The Bible often repeated the praise, and God saw that it was good. You can see chapter verses 4, 10, 12, 18. Yeah, you can see. And this build up to, okay, verse 31, where it says, God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. This shows us that the world God created is inherently good. God made it with purpose, beauty, and order. It also teaches us that creation reflects God's character and that everything he made, including us, has value and meaning. Creation is good, but it is not God. Creation and God is different. God is creator. Creation is kind. God created something. The world God make is good because it's come from a good creator. But creation itself is not God. This is different from some old story from other culture that said the world was evil or full of chaos. It also goes against later belief like Gnosticism, which said the physical world was bad and only the spiritual was good. Human as part of God's creation. People are made in God's image. We can see in Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 and 27. And they are the most important part of creation. God told human to fill the earth and take care of it. This means we are to be caretaker, not to misuse or harm the earth. Creation and the fall. I would like to talk about a bit out of the chapter 1, but my main points come from the lecture is Genesis chapter 1. Okay, when sin entered the world in Genesis 3, chapter 3, it demands that it's damaged creation, but it didn't destroy its goodness. Then Roman chapter 8, Paul says, creation is groaning like it's waiting to be healed. This means creation is looking forward to being restored, not thrown away. Then redemption and the new creation by Jesus, by God. The Bible teaches us that God will renew creation, not replace it. Not how to say, not put it another one. Originally, he created one, he renew it because he said that very good, only pointing to the people. So no need to replace, renew what is damaged in that he just renew. The hope of Christian is not to escape the body or the world, but to see both make new. The resurrection and the new heavens and new earth show that God's plan includes restoring all of his good creation. Why this still matters today? Caring for the environment, that is very important. The people every year cut a lot of tree. Then the weather change, climate change, then disaster come. That's why very important to caring for the environment. Since the world is good and a gift from God, we have a moral responsibility to take care of it. We should protect nature and use it resource wisely. And then respect for the body and life. Because God made the physical world good. This includes the human body. Life is valuable and enjoying good things like food, rest, and beauty. And is part of God's design. And let's see work and creativity. God gave human the task to work, create, and build culture. Our jobs, talents, and creativity can reflect God's goodness when used with care and purpose. Okay, another one, humanity. Now we can see in the slide, humanity's distinct role. Yeah. Humans, special role. People are made to be like God, created in His image. God told them to help children fill the earth and take care of the animals and the land. This means humans are like God's helper on earth, chosen to look after creations and help it grow and increase. Let's move on to number 5. Key themes, theological reflections, main idea, and spiritual lesson. Creation from nothing. God made everything. God created. Okay. God created everything out of nothing, showing that He has ultimate power. God is in control. God is the highest authority. He make everything and keep it going. Human choice and responsibility. God gave people to freedom to choose. God is shown later in Genesis by the tree of the knowledge of the good and evil, which reminds us that life involves moral decision. Sorry. Okay. Blessing and purpose. God bless His creation, especially humans, and gave them a special purpose to live out and fulfill. Okay. I'm going to conclude. I don't know what time is it. I forgot to set a time for this. Okay, let me go to the conclusion. Genesis 1 is not just a record of how the world began, also more than a creation account. It reveals a majestic, powerful, and purposeful God who creates an order and good world. It lays the foundation for understanding human identity, responsibility as God's image bearer, the purpose of creation. Thank you very much.